This calligraphy clip is about mixing colour in the pen. It's not about alternating lines of red and green or whatever colours. It's about the pen actually doing the mixing. If you have a look here, you can see that the word what is mainly red. Here's blue, and here's a little bit of purple. So the pen is actually doing the mixing, although there is a lot more control than that might suggest. I do this quite often when I'm asked to do commissions for people who are getting married or anniversaries, because it suggests one person is one colour, one person is the other colour, and then the mix represents their relationship. This quotation is from Love in the Time of Cholera, and it's about people who've been married for 30 years. You can see as I'm putting it together that it was originally one piece. I cut it into two to represent the two separate people, and then attached it at the top to indicate that they were together. So what you need to do this, obviously a piece of paper, and then two colours. Now I have written a piece on my blog, on my website, about this, and the piece that I chose there has colours that are reasonably quite similar. And so for this calligraphy clip, I thought I'd choose Socket in the Eye, different colours, vermilion red and ultramarine blue. Mix them up to the consistency of thin runny cream, and if you're not sure about using gouache, then there is also a calligraphy clip about mixing colours using gouache and a piece on my blog. So having got the two colours, put some on a brush, and here they are. And what you'd normally do now, of course, let me just remove that hair, what you'd normally do is to fill the pen with colour. This isn't the case with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I call it tipping it, tip the colour on the edge. Just a tiny bit there to take the colour, that red off. And then, right, okay, now I need a little bit more blue because that's quite red. A little bit more blue. So you can see, sorry, a bit of hair there. So you can see that it certainly doesn't help rhythm and flow, but it does provide, now I'm going to have some red, a very interesting effect. Now look at that lovely colour there. I've been doing a lot of work on the Paduan scribe Bartolomeo Sanvito, so my Y's tend to be extended. And what I'm doing all the time I'm writing is I'm looking at the colours as they're coming out of the pen. Now when I did that L and the O, I was quite happy with the colours coming out of the pen. But coming up to the V, I felt that it needed a little bit of red there. Now a little bit of blue. Now a bit of red, it's getting too blue. Now because that's quite red, I'm going to do the flourish in blue. And can you see how it takes off the dominant colour? Right, too much blue. Now a little bit of red. That's a nice mix coming through there. But a bit too red, so I'm just going to touch in a little bit of blue just to take the dominant colour off. And then again, the flourish being red. Now you seem to be okay. Now I'm going to go for red again. Now on the second line, what I need to do is to make sure that what I'm writing, that's a bit red, so I'm going to put some blue on there and add some blue into that stroke, that these letters actually have a connection with the ones above. So they're not, sorry, it's a bit wobbly. They're not in isolation, but they all have a relationship one with the other. Getting a bit more blue there. A bit more red coming in. Oh, a bit too red, so a bit more blue. And having done that, I don't know whether you saw, I just splatted blue all over. So it's not something where it helps with rhythm and flow, but it does provide a very, very interesting effect that you might like to try. Have a look at my website for more ideas.